Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of In Between the Lines of Anime, One Piece Edition. We're back at it again for another chapter discussion, chapter review for One Piece. If you're not caught up to 1058
to 1060,
that's what we're going to be talking about, those three chapters today. It's we had our last chapter review a few weeks ago, and we're slowly doing them so that way we don't run out of like chapters to talk about. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about 1058, 1059, and 1060. So bounty reveals are going to be here. We got some Buggy news, Buggy D Clown news in a few chapters.
And we also get a chance to visit Amazon Lily again.
Amazon Lily, yeah, the revolutionaries are in this. So like when Oda was saying like, oh, we're in the new saga, like we're like the ball is rolling now. He really and truly was not joking around. Like when these chapters were coming out, like these first 10 chapters after like 1050, those were every week was just like, holy shit, did you read the new chapter? Did you read the new chapter? Like it was always great.
It was just a bucket load of information, and it was amazing. Yeah,
and that's why it's like, holy bro, if every chapter is gonna be like this, like
keep them coming.
Yeah, we're at the peak of One Piece. Like it is so good. So yeah, we're gonna start it off with 1058. The chapter title is The New Emperors, so you can kind of guess what they're gonna be talking about later in this chapter. On the cover page, we have Caesar and Yonji is his name. I don't remember his name 100%, but one of Sanji's brothers.
I just say German 66 at this point.
Yeah. One of the German 66, because this is, I think we're just about to conclude the German 66, the Emotionless Excursion cover story.
Well, you actually see all three brothers and siblings.
Yeah, all three siblings, and it's like Caesar is like gassing them out. Like
no, it's like take me with you.
Oh, is that what he's saying?
Yeah, at the bottom is like, please take me with you.
Oh, get me out of here. Yeah. So I thought he was gassing them out. Oh, geez.
Nah. He wants them to save him.
Yo, but I noticed Caesar has freaking horns, which is cool. I've never noticed him having horns before.
I think they've always been there.
Maybe. I've never noticed them to be there. Yeah, so we open up, and it's the Sunny on the Grand Line as in the New World, as per usual.
Yep.
And basically Nami is... Remember how I said I have an issue with Nami?
Yeah, bro.
And guess how this chapter opens up?
That's fine.
Nami has an issue. Yelling at freaking Luffy, saying that he's fucking dumb, and like traps him in like a cage.
Yeah, like beats the shit out of him and puts him in the cage. But honestly, seeing Luffy in the cage with his new title underneath him, actually gave me goosebumps reading it for the first time. Yeah,
because like you see Nami like yelling at Luffy from inside, like in the cage, and like Luffy's all beat up, bruised up, and it's just like Emperor of the Sea, Monkey D. Luffy,
and he's just there like swollen face, black eye, bleeding nose.
Yeah, and like Nami's yelling, and like what's really funny is like, one of the panels is like Nami saying like, "Don't coddle him, Jinbei," like yelling at Jinbei. And like Jesus Christ, you can like see the like lightning bolts of Conqueror's Hockey, and then Jinbei makes like the remark of like, was that Conqueror's Hockey?
Yeah.
So like, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if Nami got Conqueror's Hockey, because the whole crew, like Sanji, Zoro, Luffy, have Conqueror's Hockey, or could have Conqueror's Hockey, whatever you want to say, but Nami is like the only one that can handle them, like that can put them in their place.
Nami is, so Luffy can rule or conquer everyone else in the world, supposedly, but the only one that can conquer Luffy is
Nami. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then right from there you have one of the news coups and just drop all the posters.
Yep.
And you can like kind of see them.
Well, actually it's Robin takes it, pays the dude, and then Sanji knocks it out of her hands.
Yeah, it's just, oh, Robin-chan.
Oh, very cute. And I actually love this page the most.
Yeah, this is the bounty reveal page, which is cool.
Honestly, this is at the end of each arc or saga, I should say, whatever it is. The thing I look forward to the most is seeing their bounties.
Yeah, it is cool.
I just love seeing them just like gain influence.
Oh, yeah.
And to me, seeing their bounties just like...
It puts it in a number. It puts it in a quantitative form that you know what that means now.
Yeah. I also like to see it as like their power level in a sense.
Fair.
Like,
I always say clout level.
I see it as a ranking system.
Yeah, fair. But like, to me, for example, like, Mihawk is way stronger than Buggy, but Buggy has so much clout that's why they're comparable in bounty level.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like that's why bounties to me are like a great system in the first place, is because it's not like Dragon Ball where it's your power level or like your chakra pool. There's so many factors that come into consideration when giving somebody their bounty. Like how many crew members you have, your notoriety on the sea, like how strong you are.
How many bounties you have on the crew.
Right. Like there's like how many people you control. Like there's so many factors. So that's why it's more so clout. Like just how known are you? Like how big is your name? How big is your reach? How big is your influence? Yeah. And then we right into the freaking bounties, which like page 2, like page 3, poof, bounties. Yeah. Like, so good.
So I'll start.
Yeah.
So Chopper,
yes.
Honestly,
sir.
I really wish to see the day Chopper's bounty gets to 100 mil.
100 mil. You think they're getting another bounty update?
100%.
I think maybe one more, but like that's it.
At least 2, maybe 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like this is the last bounty update until the end of the story.
Nah, I feel like there's gonna be a few more.
Where I believe Luffy will have 56, like 5.6 billion.
As much as Roger is a little bit more than Roger.
A little bit more than Roger.
Okay,
I think Roger was like 5.564.
Whatever it is, he was. But Roger was.
Well, the reason why I say that is because there's a lot of symbolism behind like Luffy and 5.6. Like when he was a kid, 5.6 on his shirt all the time.
Really?
Right? Yeah. It's all over. It's all over One Piece. Like Luffy and the number 56.
Okay, I might have to look into it then.
Yeah. So like, you have the ship doctor, the cotton candy lover, Tony Chopper.
He went from 100. So I think he started at 10, then 100.
Yeah.
And now he's at 1,000.
Yeah, he 10x'd.
Yeah.
He technically has the biggest jump in bounty.
Besides Luffy.
No, Luffy only times 2.
Every time?
No, just this time. I mean, only this time.
Only
like
this
just
time.
for this bounty reveal.
Yeah.
Like Luffy did a times 2.
Oh,
Zoro did like a times 0.9 or whatever it is, but Chopper did a times 10.
Yeah, actually.
Like, yeah, Chopper went up a lot, even though it went from fucking 100 to 1,000, which is nothing.
Yeah.
Which to me is kind of crazy. Like, how do they not know, like, what's going on with Chopper yet?
Well, look at his size, right? You would never think he could turn into what he turns into.
But even so, they know he's a Straw Hat.
But at the same time, like, they might think he's just literally just a pet.
Fair, yeah, fair.
Because when a lot of people see Chopper talk for the first time, they're like, wait a minute, he can speak?
Can talk. Yeah, fair for me. I've been with him for so long that I forget those things. Yeah. No, yeah, I get that.
And he has no reason to change into any other form now.
Yeah, which...
He only does it when he needs to.
Yeah.
Other than that, he stays in his little reindeer form.
Yeah, he does. He's cute. He's the mascot of the group. I'm just shocked that after whatever, like all of this time on the crew, they haven't. Well, I guess they 10x'd his bounty, right?
Yeah,
like, it did go up a lot. And then we move on to the Navigator, Cat Burglar Nami.
Mm-hmm.
She's very shocked because she has 9 digits now. 366 million berries.
I believe she also went up 2x, no?
Yeah, she went from 66. Well, maybe a little more than that, right? Because I think this is before. I have posters on the wall. So yeah, she went from maybe 100, just over 100. Oh no, she went from 66 to 366.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, holy, because now she's shocked that she has 9 digits.
Oh yeah. Wow. Okay.
So they added 300 million to her just like that. Oh, I guess they added 300 million to a bunch of the people. Just straight up, here's a 300 million bounty increase.
Right, probably because
look at Brook, the next one, musician, Soul King Brook.
He used to be 83 million.
Oh, it's behind my tree. I can't see it, but yeah, he used to be roughly 83 million.
No, I can't see that either.
Yeah, and then it's 383 million berries now for Brook.
Oh my god, I fucking love Frankie's new wanted poster.
Oh man, yeah, the shipwright cyborg Frankie.
But honestly, I don't know how that's gonna play out for the crew now that the Sunny
is wanted.
It's wanted.
Yeah, Frankie's not wanted.
No,
Frankie's not wanted. Yeah, but okay, hear me out. So in this poster, so the poster for Frankie, everyone else's poster is like just them, like regular, but Frankie's poster is the Sunny, which is very weird because Frankie was not the Sunny throughout Onikashima. Like,
no,
he was not. The Sunny was just vibing.
Yeah.
Like, so it's weird, but maybe this is a hint at something.
See, I feel like that too.
Yeah.
But then I would be sad to see Frankie disappear.
I don't think it'll be Frankie disappearing.
If based on what you said, that's where my thought process went.
Fair, yeah. No, I mean more so Frankie is gonna like merge with the Sunny.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah, not merge. I mean more so like, you know, like the Power Rangers, the Mechazoid or whatever it's called. Yeah. So yeah, Frankie's poster is the Sunny, and he is now at 394 million berries.
Yep.
Freaking crazy.
And then we have God Usopp.
God Usopp, bro. He went from what? 200 something? I don't know if I have Usopp on there.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
you do. 200.
200 million, yeah.
So literally a 300 mil increase.
Holy, bro. But now he's worth 500 million berries.
Yeah.
So everybody except for Chopper is worth more than Luffy pre-time skip.
Just on that one page?
Yeah.
Let's see. 3, 6, 9. Yeah.
Yeah. No, not combined. Like, no. I mean, like, Luffy pre-time skip wasn't 300 million. It wasn't, like, these guys are now higher than Luffy was at pre-time skip.
Oh, yeah, because he was at 300 million.
Yeah, he was at 300. So now everybody is, like, stronger than Luffy pre-time skip.
Supposedly.
Yeah. And we have Usopp. So 500 million berries.
Yo, this dude's sick.
Like, God Usopp, for real. Didn't he say at some point, and I have a 500 million berry bounty?
Yeah.
Right? But he didn't. Like, that's another lie that could have come true.
Possibly. I
don't remember what he said, but yeah, that's crazy, bro. And he's upset. He's, like, sad. He's like, stop. I don't want a higher bounty.
And then you have Nico Robin. Archaeologist, devil child, Nico Robin.
Demon child, Nico Robin, bro. 930 million berries.
I actually think she was the biggest increase.
Like maybe in like actual number. No, Luffy was. Luffy times 2. Like Luffy 1.5 bill added on.
Then what was Robin?
Robin? I don't know if I have Robin up there. Maybe 130. Holy bro, 700 million berry or 800 million berry added?
Roughly, yeah. I think she was the biggest one.
No, but Luffy was 1.5 billion berry added.
Yeah, no, or I thought we were talking in terms of like multiplication, because Luffy's just times 2.
Yeah.
Chopper was times 10.
Yeah, Robin was times 6 or 7.
Okay, I'm probably getting my math mixed up.
Yeah.
But no, her bounty jump was huge too.
Huge, bro. And at 930 million,
she's almost a bill.
Yeah, she's almost a billion. Like, holy, she is the world, the government wants her.
But that's also, like you said earlier, her
clout.
Her knowledge to read the poneglyphs is literally 1 in a million.
Yeah, like
supposedly.
I'm trying to think there's technically only like 3 or 4 people that can read poneglyphs
supposedly.
Right now. Yeah, like we have Sugar. Is that her name? Wait, whoa. What was Sanji's wife's name?
I don't know, but the girl with the third eye.
Yeah, she can read it.
Yeah.
Robin can read it. Kozuki.
Odin's dad.
Oh, yes. He's alive, right?
You are correct, because
he's alive.
Did they pass down the information to him?
Yeah, did they say that? He passed it down to Odin. It's passed down from father to son.
Yeah, but
he's the father. He has it.
I don't remember if he passed it down to Odin or not.
Yeah, Odin could read the poneglyphs. That's how Roger wrote it in the sky.
Yes.
So yeah, like, so there's 3, and then there's probably one other character on Blackbeard's crew, right? That can read.
No, he doesn't have anyone.
Possibly, I don't know. Like, I feel like like there has to be a few other people. Maybe Sugar. Is that her name? I want to call her Sugar.
I don't think it. I don't know.
I don't remember. But you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, the girl with the third eye.
The girl with the third eye. Yeah, she can read it because of her third eye. So like Blackbeard may be going after her to get it.
So based on that, when you said that, I remember seeing a theory that Blackbeard was actually going to go after Nico Robin.
Yes, yeah. Well, everyone's gonna go after Nico Robin now. Like Robin is the staple of you're the only person who can read poneglyphs.
I need you to come with me.
Yeah, like that. But that's probably also why Crocodile yoinked her.
Oh,
right, like back at the Baroque works stuff, like because she could read the poneglyphs, and he was in Alabasta to get one of the ancient weapons, and Robin is the only person that can read the poneglyphs, so it's probably like she is definitely like your standard.
Yeah,
I can read a poneglyph. And
then we move to the big three.
The big three.
I'm not including Luffy in that
including
big,
the captain.
I'm not including Luffy in that big three.
Yeah,
anymore.
the new big three.
The new big three of the Straw Hat.
Of the Straw Hats. The big three Straw Hat commanders.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Your top three Straw Hat commanders are Blackleg Sanji, First Son of the Sea Jinbei, and Master Swordsman Pirate Hunter Zoro. Sanji with a bounty of 1.032 billion berries.
Yes, sir.
Holy shit. My boy Sanji crossed it. He is now like a billion berry man.
No, but I just still want to point out, even though he's at 1.032 billion, he's still number 4 in the roster.
Yeah, like damn rip. Yep.
And then is still number 4 on the roster. 4th man to join the crew.
Yeah.
4th strongest in the crew.
Yeah, 4th highest bounty in the crew. Damn, bro.
Unlucky, bro. This man cannot leave the 4th position.
Nah, Sanji, bro. But Sanji, you're the main character, bro. You're the main character of the Straw Hats.
Nah, low-key, though, seeing him, like, in flames here.
Yeah, bro. I
low-key feel like Oda's setting up for something.
Bro, you're telling me Sanji's, like, body, his shirt and stuff, and then his hair is just on fire like that?
Yeah.
Bro,
there's something there. There's something there.
Something is fishy.
100% there is something there.
I am still going to say my theory that Sanji is going to fight with his hands at some point. And it's going to be knife. It's going to be kuto.
Imagine he makes a flame sword.
I think it's going to be like armament hockey, right? That makes his hand like into like a blade almost, like strong like a blade, and it's like super precise. And then it's covered in like the flames of Diablo Jumbo.
So similar to what you just said, maybe this will help picture what I have envisioned a little bit better. But you know how Sanji can cover his body in flames?
Yeah.
Right? So the flames, he has his hand.
Yep.
But he turns the flames into a sword.
Oh, into a sword.
So kind of like Ceruledge Edge from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Like he's technically not fighting with his hands, he's fighting with his hands.
Exactly. And he's able to incorporate hockey into the flame.
Yep. Okay.
So instead of just a regular, let's say, for example, a red flame like what he normally does.
Yep.
It's now like a black or like a blue flame.
Yeah, black flame. Whoo, that would be crazy, bro. That'd be great. Crazy.
And then we move on to Jinbei.
Dude.
Jinbei, 1.1 billion.
Yeah, 1.1. Like this guy, we don't know what his bounty. Well, we know what his bounty is. Like you can find it, but like
I think he got a roughly off the top of my head. I believe
600.
Either 600. So between 5 to 700.
Yeah, I think it's like 600 something billion berries or million berries is what he had, because he was the captain of the Sun Pirates or whatever
after the other dude died.
Yeah, and he was a warlord, and now he's defected from the warlord system. And then on a Straw Hat crew, who's on an Emperor crew, like.
And then on top of that, he was also, I guess you can say, the delegate between Fishman and humans.
Yes. He
was also like I don't exactly.
The spokesman, the face of the Fishmen for the humans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he tried to bring up the Fishmen so humans can see that like we're the same.
Yes,
we live the same. We may not look the same, but we live the same.
Yeah, we're all people on this planet. Yeah, and so 1.1 billion berries. Like, good job.
Honestly, Jinbei is probably one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, Jinbei is an odd character to me. Where Jinbei, I don't feel connected to him enough to necessarily care. It more so feels, for me at least, Jinbei is just a character who you're supposed to feel like is doing the right thing because he always does the right thing.
So I'm gonna kind of throw this out there for you. Jinbei could also be on the ship because of Ace's will.
Whoa. Protect my brother.
when they were locked up in
and then
look after my brother.
Yes. So Jinbei's doing that now. Jinbei's living on his doing his dying wish.
Not really doing his dying wish.
Yeah.
Because Luffy has also proved to Jinbei.
Yes.
That even though you are my brother's friend, and my brother valued you as a high value person, I am also now value as a high value person.
Yeah, completely separate from his value to you.
Exactly. I want to go on an adventure with you. Mm-hmm. Will you come with me? Despite your status, despite everything.
Yes.
I want you because not only did you save my life,
but you're a friend.
You're a friend.
Yeah.
I would do. You save my life, I'm going to do the same for you.
Yeah. And
bro, he did. He essentially did.
Yo, no cap. One of the coldest moments in the whole fucking show is Jinbei looking at Big Mom and she's using her soul power, and he just straight up goes, "How could a man who's on the crew of the future pirate king be scared of a mere Yonko?" Bro, when he said a mere Yonko, dog.
Fighting words.
Yo, my brain went, holy shit, dog.
Sorry.
Jinbei, you're right, though.
Sorry, completely off topic.
Oh, God.
Completely off topic. But as you're talking about Big Mom and Jinbei, I have to say this.
Yeah, go.
Brook is strong as fuck.
Brook is crazy. That fight with Big Mom?
Brook is strong.
That's why he has a fucking 3.83 or 3 million.
I low-key feel like it should be higher, but then again,
I don't think the world knows that much.
Luffy invaded Big Mom.
Yeah.
The world doesn't know about it.
They don't know about
they know about it because Luffy got an updated bounty poster after defeating the first mate, but they didn't know that everyone else was involved.
Exactly. Luffy got all the credit.
Yeah. Essentially.
So,
no, that's sick though.
Like Jinbei, that was the moment where I went, bro, Jinbei, you're fucking sick, bro. You're cold. You're a good character. How could a man on the crew of the future pirate king be scared of a mere Yonko? Whoo!
Jinbei is a man of loyalty.
Yes.
And there's another word I want to say.
Virtue.
Yes.
Just righteousness.
He's a man of his word.
Yes, bro.
And honestly, I low-key respect Jinbei a little bit more because when Luffy asked him to join his crew, he's like, nah, I'm down. But I need to take care of my business first.
I have stuff to do first.
I'm like, and then Luffy's like, all right, no, I'll see you.
I'll see you, yeah.
I'll see you. If you're telling me you're coming back, I'll see you.
Don't die.
I'll
see you in Wano. That's it, bro.
Yeah,
yo, I rate, and Jinbei he did it. Yeah. That's also why, I do believe Jinbei deserves to be on the crew, and I have no problems with Jinbei being on the crew at all because of what he's shown. To us, the viewer, not Luffy. To us,
since we met him,
he was there to protect Luffy and Ace, and then they shared blood and blah blah blah. All of these little things, and then finally Jinbei showing up at Wano and being like, "Let's share this cup."
Yeah,
yes, Jinbei, you should be on the crew. That is also why I had a huge issue with Yamato joining the crew.
So it was. I think we had this conversation.
Possibly, yeah, probably.
And when you said that, it came to realization that they never shared the cup of sake.
No, they didn't.
They never did. No, after Fishman, they never did.
No, they didn't.
Because Jinbei was still tied up with other people.
Yes.
So when I kept saying Yamato's going to join the crew, I was like, no. Right? And you kept telling me no, I wasn't thinking. Yeah. That I was already thinking Jinbei was already part of the crew,
which essentially he was, but he wasn't.
Exactly.
He's not that's what I was trying to explain to Tiffany yesterday or the other day as well. You heard it.
I heard it.
Yes, Robin is on the crew. Yes, you're lucky. Robin's on the crew, but she's not on the crew.
Right where you are at this moment, she's not officially a Straw Hat.
And I'm like, the reason why she's not a Straw Hat is because look at all of the backstories that have come to make somebody a Straw Hat. Look at Nami, look at Usopp, look at Chopper. All of these other stories that we've gone to get these people so we as the viewer feel like they should be a Straw Hat. Why wouldn't they do that with Robin? And they didn't do that with Jinbei, but they did. It just took 400 episodes because he had stuff to do. So we only saw little bits and pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
The sharing of the blood was one of the first things where you're like, oh, these guys are tight now. That is them directly saying that these guys are tight buddies.
Well, it was also Jinbei followed Luffy because Luffy actually wants to bring everyone together.
Yes.
And thus bring everyone together. Having a Fishman on your crew, supporting Fishman Island, is huge.
Well, Oda has always wanted there to be a fishman character on Luffy's crew. Like,
yeah.
in what is it called? Like when they submit the art for the Straw Hats, like in the first like Shonen Jump volumes or whatever, and they were like, well, "What's the full crew gonna look like?" He drew a fishman.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. There was a fishman already.
Okay.
So it was always planned that a fishman would join the crew, and I think once he wrote out Jinbei, it was very clear that it's going to be Jinbei. But like, who joined the crew after we met Jinbei?
So you mean after Marineford?
Yes.
No one.
Yeah, nobody joined the crew.
At Marineford, you pretty much had everyone on the crew except for Jinbei.
Yes, and then Jinbei was the last one. Well, last one.
Jinbei's the first one in the New World.
Yes, the only one in the New World.
That's
far. Yeah.
So far.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Because they're still in the New World. But like, Jinbei joining the crew, it had a lot of weight behind it because of the whole New World was building up to Jinbei joining the crew. And then finally we get to Wano. Yeah. And then that is his conclusion. But then in the middle of all of that, you get Yamato wanting to join the crew. And everybody in the One Piece community was on board. Everybody was like, yeah, well, Yamato's joining the crew. I saw people getting tattoos of fucking Yamato. Like, all the Straw Hats and Yamato's there. I'm like, Yamato's not even on the crew yet, guys. Like, what are you doing? Jinbei just joined.
Yeah.
This is Jinbei's first fight as a Straw Hat. Why are we going to instantly add Yamato and just kind of throw away Jinbei? So I'm very, very, very glad that at the end of Wano, they were like, Yamato's not joining the crew. I was like, oh, thank fuck. Like, holy shit, thank God. Like, you should not join the crew later.
Yeah.
Like, yes, but you've only done one thing with Luffy.
Yeah, you haven't done...
Not as much as Jinbei. So Yamato joining the crew, the next person to join the crew has to feel more impactful than Jinbei joining the crew, than Robin joining the crew, than Sanji joining the crew.
Frankie.
It has to feel like that. So that way me and you, people who have been reading the story for 15 years, are like, yes, you should be on the crew. You are deserving of the title to be on the crew of the future Pirate King. Like,
yeah, 100%.
Us as the viewer can agree with that.
100%.
So Yamato, like, I'm glad that she's not on the crew, but like, I love her. If she wants to join the crew later, no issue. Like Vivi, I also believe Vivi may join the crew. I believe Kuma may join the crew. Like Kuma, Vivi, and now Yamato. Yeah.
All right, so...
Oh, yes, now Zoro. Sorry, Zoro.
Yeah, we kind of got sidetracked.
Holy shit. Bit. Zoro's bounty with... So Master Swordsman, Pirate Hunter Zoro, 1.111... 1.111... 1.11111.
I thought it was just like 1,000 more than Jinbei.
Isn't there a zero? Isn't there a 1 at the end?
I thought it was... So Jinbei's 1.1 bill.
Yeah.
I thought mine still hasn't updated.
Oh yeah. See, mine is 1.111.
So then that'll be it then.
Yeah.
So
okay.
1.111 billion.
Yes. Okay.
It was bigger than Jinbei, but not by a lot.
Yeah, it was like just a little more. Yeah. Okay, good.
Which I kind of agree with, low key.
Yeah, Zoro definitely, especially after what he's done in Wano. Yeah, for sure.
Yo, Destroying King, holy shit, what a fight.
Bro, and that's being animated right now.
I know. Like I'm actually so excited to watch this.
Bro, it's sick.
Right? And then we move on to Luffy, bro.
And then Luffy. So just for context, because if you're not watching, if you're not looking at the manga, like everyone has like these sick panels of just them and their poster, and then it gets to Luffy and he's stuck in the cage, bruised up, beat up, and it goes, Captain, Emperor of the Sea, Straw Hat Luffy, bounty, 3 billion berries.
And then he literally just says, I said sorry.
I'm sorry.
Let me out. I'm hungry.
Yeah, like damn. So like we already knew that like we knew that he was 3 billion, which is so fun, bro. Holy.
And then Zoro and Sanji going at it for fighting.
Yeah, like, oh, you're calling me 4th place, and then they're fighting. Yeah.
Oh, watch your tone around 2nd place.
Oh yeah, for real. And then nice, buddy. And then so we in this chapter we get the fucking bounty reveals, and then as soon the next page after the bounty reveals is a whole wrench in everybody's thought. The Cross Guild gets announced. What the hell is the Cross Guild? And you have Buggy, the genius jester, as an emperor of the sea, held by his hair. Yeah. No body, just his head. And Mihawk on his left, on his right, holding his sword to his neck, and Crocodile on his left side, just holding his hair, being like, you why are you the emperor? Like, what happened? Something is wrong. You lied. You controlled this in a way where we weren't okay with it.
Yeah, but he did it subtly.
He didn't mean to. That's what he's saying. He's like, I didn't mean to, guys.
And then it goes, so next few pages.
This panel, though, is so crazy.
You have it colored, no?
No. It's not colored. Oh, no. It's not colored here. It's not colored in these.
No?
ones.
Okay.
Bro, but like seeing Mihawk, Crocodile, Buggy, like, dude, it was crazy.
No, it's actually a wallpaper right there.
Yeah, like, for real. That's a sick freaking panel.
And then it moves over. You meet some old characters you've seen. You get to see some old faces. Sorry, put it that way.
Yeah.
They talk about the creation of the Cross Guilds.
Yeah, the Cross Guild. So basically, it came about right after when the warlords got disintegrated.
Yeah.
So like they all kind of like went, or not they all. Sorry, Crocodile reached out to Mihawk, and like there's a bunch of people making moves now, right? Like you'll see later, like Amazon Lily with Boa Hancock and Blackbeard. Like those warlords are now over there, right? So like with the warlord system gone, those warlords still are powerful, still have stuff to do. So like
they can't do their own business. They can't look after their own business because the Marines are now in their way. Before, the Marines were not a nuisance.
Yeah, exactly. Now, like, and what's sick is like in this panel, these chapters, like in the backstory of like how the Cross Guild was made, like you come about to hear that Mihawk was
a Marine hunter.
And
it was specifically Crocodile that brought it up.
Yeah, like Crocodile's like, I want you, the Marine hunter. What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? You had the name Marine Hunter? Like, I understand being a bounty hunter, that you're going after money.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I understand being a pirate, like, you're going for... But you're a swordsman, and you were known as the Marine Hunter, the Naval Hunter? You were going after Marines, killing them?
So after reading that and learning about that, the thing that came to my mind was that Crocodile stumbled upon or came across some important information about the Marines.
Bro, yeah.
That Mihawk has already known for quite some time.
Oh, okay.
But that's the way I see it.
Fair.
But it was also stated that when Mihawk was a Marine hunter, he solely only fought Marines because, as you can see, most of them use swords.
Yeah.
Right? So for swordsmen to become better, you fight other swordsmen.
Yeah, so he was definitely just hunting down people with a sword.
Yeah.
And most of them were Marines, therefore he was a Marine hunter. Which is nuts to think about. Because then his bounty was high. Because he's killing Marines.
Yeah. But what if at the same time he also learned information about Marines or the Navy that he wasn't supposed to know?
And that's why he's a warlord then.
To keep him under wraps.
Oh, yeah.
You can do whatever you want. Don't leak the information. We won't bother you. It's kind of like a win-win.
Yeah. Like
we don't lose our people.
Yeah.
You get to do what you want.
Yeah.
If we call you for help, you come. And that's it.
Yeah, nobody's going to go after you. You can live a peaceful life until we need you.
Right? And then actually it says, Crocodile says to Mihawk, you and I are the same.
Yeah.
We don't trust anyone. Which is actually kind of...
Very true.
Very true. It's interesting. Right?
Yeah, and so, yeah, they're explaining a bunch about how the Cross Guild came to be and what's going on. So basically, Buggy's teammates, like Buggy's crew, was in charge of like making posters for the new Cross Guild that's coming out, or that's being announced. The new Cross Guild group, right? It's not a pirate crew. It is not a revolutionary crew. It is just the Cross Guild. It is an establishment. Basically.
It's more like a company.
Yeah, exactly. And Buggy's crew released posters with Buggy as like the face of it, but that's not what was intended. Like Buggy did not want that. Buggy doesn't want to be in the limelight. But Crocodile and Mihawk are both like, hey, this is actually...
It could work on our benefit.
This could work. Like, he would take the fall for it, and if he fucks up, we get to kill him.
Well, that's... So, At first they were mad.
Yes.
At first they were mad,
Yes.
and then they thought about it and just like, okay, scapegoat.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly. Exactly. And like,
Honestly, I
and
rate
we-
them for that.
and if we don't want you, we'll just kill you. Like, nothing is stopping us from doing that either.
But you know what's funny?
What?
They wouldn't be able to kill him. Maybe crocodile.
Maybe crocodile, yeah.
No, but even then, if a part of Buggy's body gets poisoned, shwoop,
I guess, but if I just pummel you in the head, I'd beat you up,
that's true. But
torch your head.
But I mean, like, are you really gonna be able to catch him? Well, I mean, clearly they can catch him.
They got him. They got him.
But at the same time, Buggy was like in that first panel. It looked like Buggy was like actually surrendering.
Yes, which is probably actually what was going on too. Like Buggy was like, guys, look, I didn't do anything.
Like I still want to be. I want to be a part of this.
He has to. They're not gonna let him go.
Exactly. But like, yeah, I know what you mean though.
Yeah, and then we get a reveal of what the.
Well, it goes over to Navy HQ.
Yeah, it goes over to the Navy HQ. And are they saying that? Are they saying it here that
They're confirming the information about Crocodile, Mihawk, and all of them. They're confirming the information about Cross Guilds.
yes,
And then they're also discussing, based on their prior knowledge to Crocodile and Mihawk, like their achievements, what they've done,
yeah,
what they were wanted for back then. They're pretty much going over everything.
yes,
And then including the information about Cross Guilds, they are upping their bounties to what they seem worthy.
yeah, like
Because
what
they
they
want
are.
them gone.
Yeah, because it's a very dangerous thing to have this cross guild now. Because I don't know if it's revealed in this chapter, but it's revealed like very, very soon that the cross guild is actually putting bounties on Marine's head.
Yes.
So like Sakazuki would have a bounty now,
yeah.
which is nuts to even think about. Because I also agree with that though. Like oddly enough, I agree with the cross guild. Like
No, yeah. So why does
Marines are putting like the Marines in the world government are putting bounties on pirates' heads, but those are just people like other people's heads. Well, fuck you. We're putting a bounty on your head. They have the funding now to if somebody kills Sakazuki and brings them their head, they can pay it.
Yeah.
They
Here's
can
your
be like,
money.
Here's your money, which is that's good. That is a good thing to have. And we get the reveals of their bounties. So we get Crocodile's bounty sort of revealed. It's not actually.
No, it's there. It's in the text bubble.
Is it?
Yeah, next to dead, the text bubble next to dead or alive, has earned a whopping bounty of 1.965 billion for his mighty Logia ability and cunning Guil.
Oh, it's right here. What the heck? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, 1.965 billion for Crocodile, but then Mihawk. What the fuck? Mihawk has 3.59 billion
They
berries.
also say why they're giving that bounty.
Yeah, based
right
on his Logia power and intelligence, and then Mihawk, because he's a former warlord with the greatest swordsmanship ever known.
Yeah.
Right? He can even be compared to the Red Hair Emperor.
Well, greater sword skills than the right here. It says
Oh,
in
yeah?
my translation. It says,
Yeah, with greater sword skills than even Red Haired the Emperor.
yeah.
So that is basically, I'm going to consider that Oda finally telling us, like, guys, Mihawk is a better swordsman than Shanks. Maybe not more powerful, maybe not could defeat, but just on swordsmanship, Mihawk is better.
I can agree with you on that.
Cool, I can agree with that
Because
too.
he is the world's greatest swordsman.
Yes.
And from what we've seen previously, is the world's greatest swordsman spars with Shanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I find mind-blowing.
That's cool. That's crazy. Yeah, so 3.59 billion berries now. So Mihawk is worth more than Luffy.
Yeah.
But
not a whole lot.
But he's not an emperor. That's nuts.
But he has the title world's greatest swordsman.
Yeah, like I wonder.
Imagine the feat in that.
Yeah, like I wonder now, like, yo, Roger had 5.564 billion bounty. What was Rayleigh? Like, was Rayleigh like 4 billion?
I think Rayleigh was up there.
Yeah, like I don't know, and I wouldn't be surprised now. And then it goes to Buggy with 3.189 billion berries,
which is more than Luffy.
Yeah,
but not as much as Mihawk.
Yeah, but Buggy is the emperor.
Buggy is the face of the company.
Yeah, no, but Buggy is the emperor now. Like he's an emperor of the sea.
Well, that like you said, his clout.
His clout, exactly.
His clout.
So that to me says that Mihawk's strength is greater than Buggy's clout.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right? Holy, bro, that's crazy. And Buggy is clouded the fuck up. Like, holy. And then yeah, basically, Crocodile and Mihawk are telling Buggy, you gotta be the face now.
Yeah.
Like you this is now how it's going.
This is your mistake. Live with it.
Yeah, and Buggy is actually happy. He's like, okay, I'll do it. I get to live. Yay.
Yeah.
I get
really,
to survive.
truly.
So
Well,
he
for
just
how
plays
long?
the character of
his what's it called? His fuse is ticking away.
Yeah. And then so after all of this reveal of the Cross Guild and how it's working, that it was just revealed, so that's fine. And then it pans right over poof to the Revolutionary. So this is now 3 separate storylines in the same chapter.
Yeah.
That's why we were saying, these chapters are crazy. Every week it's nuts. So we get over to the Kamabaka Kingdom or Queendom in the Grand Line, where we have Koala and all of these other people, and they're all talking, and everybody is worried about Sabo.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's very worried about Sabo because Sabo is on Lelucia because there's a revolution there, so he's kind of guiding the revolution-ish. And we go down to the panel where Koala is looking at Dragon, and Dragon is stating that Sabo is fine, okay? But if it's true that he killed King Cobra, then there's going to be reckoning.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I didn't believe at all that Sabo killed King Nefertari. That didn't make sense. But then, in the next panel, we have Kuma, the actual Kuma, sitting down at Kamabaka Island, and then Dragon asks Kuma, tell me what you know. Like, what is it that you've seen? And Kuma says, as you command.
Yeah.
And Kuma can only be commanded by masters.
Yep.
Dragon's a master. Something's going on. Something's weird. But then, in the midst of all of that, bring.
That's actually on point, bro. That's actually on point.
One of the what are they called? Dendenmushis
Yeah.
go off, and it's
Sabo.
Koala. Yeah, picks it up. It's me, Sabo. Poof. End of chapter. You gotta wait another week, bro. I was upset. I was upset as hell.
Nah, but that was a perfectly well-timed break. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to like break the tension of seeing the bounties and then the Cross Guild and then now Sabo, and then poof, it's done now. Okay, poof. And then we move on to chapter 1059. Chapter 1059, where we have Germa 66 on the cover page again, the emotionless excursion, and Caesar is using like his gas to make Katakuri and Oven fight each other now.
Yeah.
So there's like a hallucination gas, and I think this is going to help them flee from Whole Cake.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah. And then Marco and Shanks and stuff.
So we see Marco pan over to Marco and Shanks' crew. Shanks asked Marco to join him. Mm-hmm. Marco says he's too old for this shit.
Yep.
I'm retired. Fuck you. I'm out.
Yep.
And then Shanks extends the offer. Well, if you ever want to go on an adventure, hit me up.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then next panel pans over to, or not page, pans over to a conversation between Luffy and Yamato.
Yeah.
Yamato declaring that Wano isn't exactly safe yet.
No.
Because Momonosuke is not exactly up to strength. The 7 samurai, or
the 9 red scabbards.
the nine red scabbards are still recovering more or less. Dogstrom, Catstrom, they're retired as well. So Yamato's like, you know what? I'm strong. Come pick me up later.
Yeah, and like mainly, I can't go with you because if I go with you, we're both going to be worried about Wano.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stay in Wano so we're both rest assured that Wano is safe.
Yeah.
And when I feel that Wano can maintain itself, I'll join you.
Well, would it be okay if I join you?
Yeah.
More or less, something like that.
And Luffy's like, yeah, that sounds fine. Like it's a little sad, but I understand.
And then next page, you see Marco stopping by.
Yes.
Before hitching a ride with Shanks.
Yes.
Right? And honestly, he says some very heartfelt words.
Yeah.
Right? Like it says here, I'm sure Ace would be proud to see how far you come along.
Yeah. That is nice. And like,
I mean, Marco's also seen Luffy grow up, more or less.
And like, but Luffy also says like, I never got to say thank you for saving me at Paramount War.
Yeah, like
So Luffy is remembered this whole time too.
Yeah.
And he's like, finally I can say thank you.
Yeah.
So he says thank you. It's very nice that this is how Wano is actually coming to an end.
Yeah. A lot of like, I guess you can say he's closing off a lot of open-ended stories.
Yes. Like if Marco never shows up in the story again, so be it.
Luffy would be, well, if Luffy never got to say a chance to say thanks, it'll still leave that open.
Yeah, like I have to say thanks to Marco.
Yeah.
But like now that he said thanks, I technically, even as the viewers now, we never need to see Marco again.
Yeah, I actually don't care about him anymore.
Like I care about him, but like we don't need to see him
exactly
anymore. His job in the story is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and then honestly, the next page.
But what's really cool about Marco is one of the characters that like I feel like he knows something, right? Probably because he's like a mythical zone thing. And like he was on Whitebeard's crew and everything like that. He says this next era belongs to you.
The next era belongs to you?
Yeah, the next era belongs to you guys. On his way after leaving. Like after he says thanks and bye, while he's flying away, he's like, the next era belongs to you guys. Which is, wow. And then when Zoro and Sanji were about to fight King and Queen, Marco showed up, blocked an attack, and just went, wait, whoa, sorry guys, whoa. The stage is for the stars, and Zoro and Sanji just come out now and fight. So it always feels like he's setting up and he's letting people get into the position they're supposed to be in. Oh. Right? Like Zoro, it was supposed to fight King and Queen, and Sanji was supposed to fight Queen. Well, here you guys go. Here's your stage now.
Yeah,
the next era is to you guys now. Yeah, like I believe that he's telling us something there.
I mean, yeah. 100% he's telling us something there.
Yeah, and then it moves over to Amazon Lily, the island of women.
Great to see this island again.
Oh, man. Boa Hancock.
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Oh, my God. Be married to me. Oh, she's so gorgeous.
So this chapter, well, from the point we see Amazon Lily, this chapter is more of like a flashback, but so much information.
Yeah.
So from the first page into the flashback a few weeks later, you see a small character with a flame behind her back and wings, almost like a Skypian.
Yes, like a Shandian.
Yes. Right? Next page over, you see Blackbeard.
Blackbeard.
What a great character.
Zehaha. I've come for the pirate empress.
Yep. And then they're fighting. They're trying to get to the center of the island. The Navy's there, so they're fighting the Navy, plus the Amazon Lily warriors.
Yeah.
Right?
This is a big fight now.
Yeah, you see Kobe.
Yep.
Right, so now they're in the town, and they're in the town. The Navy's in the town, fighting Blackbeard.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then Blackbeard's crew calls out for help, right, because they're fighting someone, they don't know who they're fighting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we just see someone with a sword like Mihawk's slice the mountain in half.
Yes, bro.
Like, damn.
Like a childlike Mihawk. And like I don't know, did we see their face of the girl?
A little bit.
Yeah, like when we saw like the little girl like Shandian type wings, like we saw like a faint look of the eyes, right? And they have like stars in their eyes. And then like we see what looks like a childlike Mihawk. Like by now we've already made that connection. Like
yeah.
These are younger versions of these warlords.
And Blackbeard refers them to as pacifistas.
Yes, PX.
PX, pacifista brat.
Yeah.
Right? Because, well, they're small, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this little kid, well, I guess I'm going to call them a little kid because they look like little kids.
Yeah, they look like little kids, yeah.
But this dude is going head-to-head with Blackbeard.
Yes.
Blackbeard actually used armament hockey to block an attack.
But they're pacifistas now. So, like...
Yeah.
And the pacifistas in the past were already strong. So if this is like a new generation of pacifista, oof, good job. And then you got Blackbeard using his big move, Black Hole. And then Boa using one of her big moves like Slave Arrow to turn everybody into stone.
Yep. Kobe telling the pacifista to stop.
Yeah, but you have Helmeppo getting turned to stone. And then Yamakiji, the Vice Admiral, getting turned to stone. And then Kobe not getting turned to stone. Weird.
Well, it's because probably Kobe doesn't see
an attraction to Boa. Similarly to Luffy. Yeah.
Well, I think Kobe trained himself because he's already witnessed Boa's Hancock's ability before.
Fair, yeah.
Right?
Fair.
And it's mostly affection that
Or Garp taught him like hockey can overcome all.
Exactly.
Right, because we learned that a little later though.
Yeah.
And then the next page is, it's a fire panel of Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teach, and his new bounty of 3.996 billion berries.
I forgot they put that in there.
Yeah, and then you have Boa Hancock, the pirate empress, the Amazon Lily. Former warlord, yeah, with a bounty of 1.659 billion berries. But this panel is Blackbeard chokeholding, like just wringing the neck of Boa Hancock with Kobe on his knees. And her powers are nullified now because Blackbeard is holding her, and he wants to take her power.
Yep.
He wants to yoink that power, which is so crazy. And then Boa's like, well, you can't do anything without my beauty.
Because everyone who's turned to stone will stay to stone forever. If he was to kill her.
Yeah, and nobody else would be able to use the power like as good, because nobody's as beautiful as Boa. Right?
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Next page. So if you look at the top panel of page 13,
yeah.
If you zoom into the background, so this is just like a niche thing you would notice, but there's a big poster of just Luffy.
Yeah, that's on Amazon Lily.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Boa loves Luffy, bro. Boa loves Luffy. I love that. I love that for her.
So the conversation follows. It's pretty much just negotiations between Blackbeard.
Well, no, Blackbeard mentioned something that I think probably went under the radar of Kobe. He says, "Thank you, Kobe. You helped me at the Rocky Port incident."
Oh, yes.
So the Rocky Port incident is most likely how Blackbeard came to acquire the island of Hachinosu.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Don Jinchao? I don't remember. I don't know. There was somebody who was on the Hachinosu. Kobe and Blackbeard teamed up to fight that guy, and Blackbeard took the island.
Yeah.
And Blackbeard is now saying thank you. So very weird.
But then they come to negotiation.
Yes.
She will fix everyone if they both get off the island.
Yeah.
Right? And then Blackbeard doesn't believe it.
Yep.
He's always sketchy as usual.
Yes. Oh.
And then, oh my God, I'll let you say this next part.
Yeah, bro. And then you just see the shadow of a great figure. Silver's Rayleigh shows up. The right arm of the former pirate king, Dark King Silver's Rayleigh, shows up. And Blackbeard basically shits his pants.
Even Kobe shits his pants.
Yeah, like I would shit my pants. I think anybody would shit their pants.
Low-key, I would use that as a profile picture.
Like, I think anybody would shit their pants seeing Rayleigh drawing his sword.
Yeah.
Like, drawing his sword. That's crazy. And basically, that kind of shoos off Blackbeard. Mm-hmm. Kobe goes missing in that exchange.
Yeah.
Kobe is kidnapped by the Blackbeard pirates, but Rayleigh even says, "Oh, I don't know if I'd be able to compete where I'm at now. Like, the only reason why they're scared is because of my reputation." But he's not sure if he'd be able to take on Blackbeard.
He even says himself that he's gotten old.
Yeah.
And then another good thing on this last page here, or second last page, is the bartender.
Yes.
Shaku.
Yes.
What we know her as is actually a former empress.
Yes.
Of the Kuja pirates.
And Rayleigh's girl, bro. I
sir.
I don't know, but I'm gonna say Rayleigh's girl, bro. Rayleigh, that's a baddie.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, the former princess, and then you have Boa sitting there, and then they notice that the Seraphim, the Pacifista kid, looks exactly like Boa, to the point where he has the same earrings, the same facial structure. The biggest difference is white hair, black wings.
Yeah, and I believe different skin color.
Oh yeah, maybe, I don't know. Yeah. That one's tough.
Well, it shows all of them as darker, even in the recent chapters.
Okay. I don't know about that. I'm not looking at that.
But
and then the hero of the Rocky Port incident, Captain Kobe, has been kidnapped by the Blackbeard pirates.
His current status is unknown.
Yep. And what ship is that?
It's a marine ship.
That's right. We'll proceed to Egghead. Whose ship is that?
Low key, now that I'm looking at it again, it might be CP0.
That could be. That could have been. We don't know what ship that is, but there is a ship heading to Egghead.
Yeah, that Lookiie could be CP0.
It could be. And then we move on to 1060, where there is no cover page this time. So,
no, it's just a full art, which in my opinion looks very nice.
It's very nice.
I love their full art cover pages.
Especially colored. It's always nice.
Yeah.
I won't lie, though. They do need another female on the crew. Like, just Nami Robin. I get why Yamato could fit. I understand, but I just didn't want Yamato on the crew. That was Jinbei's time. So yes. Can you scroll down?
Yes, 100%. That's my bad.
No. So we open up with
Well, the title of the chapter 1060 is called Luffy's Dream.
Oh, is it? Where do you see that?
It's right here.
Oh yeah, chapter 1060, Luffy's Dream, and so this is Luffy and the crew finding out. I guess they're now reading through the newspaper, and they just found out that Sabo killed King Nefertari and kidnapped Vivi.
Yes,
but Luffy is already like, Sabo wouldn't do that. That's not true. That's a lie.
He wholeheartedly refuses to believe that Sabo would do that.
Yes, and I was when I was reading these when they were coming out, I was on board. I was like, no, that doesn't sound right. Like like Sabo wouldn't kill Nefertari. Maybe killed Nefertari by accident, but like he didn't set out to kill Nefertari.
Yeah, he's more like it would have been like a casualty of war. Casualty of war,
or he's being framed. Those were the two that I was on. And so I was on board with him, and like, the crew is now talking about how if you want to go save Sabo, you got to go to Marijois, blah blah blah, and Vivi's missing. Well, he's like, let's go back to Alabasta, and the crew's like, dog, Vivi's definitely not in Alabasta, and that's fucking 11 days away. We're not going there.
Yeah, like your focus should be the One Piece.
Yeah, but knowing Luffy, he's like, fuck that, let's go save my friends. Which, good, he maintained that same thing. So yeah, the revolutionaries have declared war on the Celestial Dragons. Sabo has assassinated King Cobra, and the Princess of Alabasta has gone missing. Yeah. Right. So I put air quotes around all of that because it's like, bro, I don't believe that shit.
Yeah. And then Zoro actually talked some sense into Luffy.
Finally.
Right. He's like, Luffy, remember what you once said about Ace at one time? You trust him to make his own way up until the point where he actually needed help. Yes. So if the same rule doesn't apply to Sabo, I'm gonna be sad, low-key.
Yeah, and that's probably what Zoro was saying. Yeah. Like, yo, make sure that like you're not skewing your judgment, right? Like you've already said that let people live their own journey, and when they need help, then you'll be there. But like they haven't asked for help.
Robin fills in the crew about the rest of the events because she's the one reading the newspaper.
Yeah, and like everybody is sad that Nefertari is dead, or Cobra is dead, sorry, and Vivi is missing. Everybody on the crew is sad about that. So and it's clear, like you see them all crying or whatever, which is true. Like Nefertari dying, that is sad. No, it's 100%. Sad that he died. Like he was there in Alabasta. I remember King Nefertari.
Yeah, he was a great person.
Yeah, and like he's dead now.
Like he actually fought for his people.
Yeah, and poof, you're gone. And Vivi is missing. So like, yeah damn.
Then it pans over. Robin's filling the crew in. She asks Luffy if he wanted to hear more names. Yes. And he's like, no, like keep the information. Mm-hmm. I know you will tell me what's important. Yes. Right. And then she straight up says, yeah, you're right. I don't want to overload your mind.
Yeah. And then so they're going through it and like they're talking and Luffy is basically saying like Sabo wouldn't do that. Sabo didn't do that. Yeah. Sabo is and then they talk about Sabo and like Sabo's dream.
He wants to see the world and write a book about it.
Yeah, and then we know that Ace's dream was that he would
live freely.
Yeah, live freely and be recognized. Yes. Right? And then it changed to helping Whitebeard become Pirate King. Yeah. And then he goes, well, I swore an oath to him and Ace, just the three of us. And then he's telling the crew now his dream. I wanna. And then it doesn't tell us.
It doesn't tell us. And then it pans over to a double page. I believe it's page 8. Yes. And you see all the crew's reaction in the top. Yeah. Right? And then they're all just looking at him like,
Yeah, well, I want to say everybody's reaction because if you look, like, Chopper is like, oh my god, wow, and then Robin is like speechless. Sanji is like laughing, right? Like
saying, Chopper, yo, check his head.
Yeah, like make sure he's good. Like Frankie is laughing so hard. He's like, oh, I love that, man. And then Usopp is almost like seriously, like almost disturbed a bit. Like, hey, what? You can't be serious. And then you have Brooke, who's in there like, oh, yo ho 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 ho. Now that's just hilarious. And then Nami's sitting there like, wait, what? Jinbei is like,
what did you say?
What did he say? And then Zoro's like, huh? But then specifically, the only one off to the side,
there's a double border,
is the Sunny. The Sunny has a reaction of just like the exclamation mark and question mark.
So the double border there beside the Sunny and Zoro on the left hand side when you look at it, I feel like that could have been for Caribou, and I'm sad that I found that out later because Caribou's also on the crew in the barrel.
Yes, but I like your theory a lot more that it's like the Sunny. That it's the Sunny.
Yeah.
Yes. And and then like they're talking, and then Usopp's like, you could never do that, like blah blah blah, and like, well, you could only do that if you become king of the pirates. And then Luffy says, and that's all. That's the end of my dream.
And then and the next page, Jinbei's laughing his ass off. And he's like, well, I joined this crew willingly, so I can't exactly say it's not my problem.
Yeah.
I sure picked a troublesome captain. Like, like that's actually just like
facts.
Word for word what it is for every single one of that person in the crew.
Yeah, and like Nami is sitting there like, well, it does sound like you.
Yeah.
So like I'm sitting here like, what could it be, bro? I thought we got the reveal of Luffy's dream in the Kaido fight when he says, my dream is that there could be a world where anybody can eat as much meat as they want.
I think it was a build up.
Yeah, I think that was just like that is like along the lines of like the dream. Like this is one part of the dream. Like, like freedom, and his view of freedom is meat, like food. So yeah. And
then you have Frankie bringing up saying, well, the only way you can make it possible to even make it possible is to become the pirate king.
Yes.
Right, and it's like, we better go find that last poneglyph.
One more poneglyph, which is really, really good.
And then Robin pipes up and says, well, it's been a long time since we've seen that poneglyph. We don't even have a clue to look.
Where it is, yeah. And then it moves over to the Marijois.
5 great elders.
Yeah, the 5 great elders. And they're all screaming and having a conversation. Like, nobody can figure out what's going on. It is hectic right now.
Sorry, so just one thing I want to go back to what Robin said.
Oh, yeah.
Lookiie, I think it's an Elbaf.
I think it's an Elbaf as well.
Yeah.
On maybe like the Adam tree or whatever, like probably. Some tree that is in Elbaf. But yeah, so the Gorosei are talking about the kingdom of Lulusia, which is where Sabo is, and there's a revolution going on, and blah blah blah. King Nefertari was just killed there, and they're talking about it. And then you see a panel of who we know as Im-sama just standing there, and he's
in like a garden.
Yeah, and like some weird garden. Like there's clearly flowers, but it's inside of a building, like weird. And then he's like, that's the perfect spot for Sabo to be hiding.
Yeah.
And the Gorosei are all in agreement, clearly, with what's about to happen. And the phone call with Sabo and Dragon.
Continues.
So yeah, we're back at it. So Sabo's on the phone with Dragon. And he's saying, Sabo goes, I wasn't the one that killed King Cobra. Yep. And everyone's like, I knew it. But when I was in Marijois, I saw something horrifying, something terrible. And then it pans over to the Lucia kingdom now, where the clouds are starting to get very, very gray and dark. And
almost like a storm is about to happen.
Yeah,
like a really big one.
I would compare it to, if you remember at Log Town, when Luffy was about to get his head cut off, how a storm just came about. That's kind of what's going on here. Like a storm is just showing up. And the Lucia kingdom, you have King Seki and then Princess Komain, and they're like, you're gonna regret this, let us out, you fucking peasants, like blah blah blah, whatever it is, and like you're gonna pay the price. And then the people are sitting there like, confess to your crimes and we'll let you live. Like, we don't want to kill you, but confess.
And then it pans over back to Sabo.
Yeah, and then
he says it happened in the throne room and at Pangea Castle.
Yeah, at the empty throne.
Yeah, and
something terrible is happening with the empty throne.
And the throne wasn't empty when he saw it.
The throne wasn't empty, and in those moments, you see Im-sama and the map, and they're looking on the map at Lookiie Kingdom, this small little island, and you just see a paintbrush draw an X over the island, and you then see the words of that kingdom of Lookiie, that
Never
country
existed.
never existed in the first place. When a giant beam, or 16 giant beams show up. And I'm going to say, I don't know if it's coming from above or from below. I'm going to state that. Most people are going to assume that it's coming from the sky down. I don't know. It could be coming from the bottom up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It could be either one.
It could be either one. And it just erases the planet. I mean, erases the island off the planet. It just erases it. Just gone.
It's gone, bro.
Bye-bye. And there's 16 lasers, which, if you want to know more about the 16 lasers, there's you have the 16 holy bullets of Doflamingo. So Doflamingo had a move called 16 holy bullets.
Yes.
And then, do you remember after Marineford, Luffy rang the bell 16 times?
Yes.
So there's something going on with 16.
Yes, okay.
Right? And then, there's just a sea quake and everything. And Sabo is no longer on the phone. And it's just very not fun. And then it pans, poof, right over to the Straw Hats, clearly going somewhere where they're in a very, very turbulent area.
Yep.
There's a lot of water, lots of winds. So it's a few days later. Yeah. Very cold, freezing cold. And Chopper has like a hat or whatever. And he wants to go outside. And then they look outside. And Luffy goes, Nami, what is that? And Nami freaks out and goes, oh my God, that's a warm eddy. Which is like a giant tornado of water and whatnot. I don't really know. It's like, think of like a vortex, but above sea level on the water though. And it's just wrecking things. And they low-key they're all talking and they're all worried and they're trying to steer the ship and everything. But they see somebody. Luffy sees somebody inside the warm eddy.
Yeah.
Once they get close enough, Zoro cuts it. Zoro whips out his sword and just like slices it. Yeah. And all you see is like a child pop out. And it's Jewelry Bonnie.
Yep.
So a whole new character I totally forgot about.
Well, not new, but a character.
Yeah, sorry. Yes. We've met that character like once or twice before.
Yeah. We're meeting her again for the first time after so long.
Yeah, and she's in her kid form, and it's the worst generation, the glutton, Jewelry Bonnie, not Jewel D Bonnie, with a bounty of 320 million berries. So less than most of the people on the crew.
Well, I don't think she made any impactful moves after leaving.
Yeah. Sabaody, yeah, whatever it is. But she has lower bounty than most of the mans on the Straw Hat crew.
And I think most of the worst generation.
Yeah, true. Yeah. She probably has one of the lower bounty levels. Yeah, for sure. And then, that's it. It ends with us meeting Jewelry Bonnie. And Jewel D Bonnie, bro. And it kind of seems like they're probably going to Egghead at this point. Like, we can't really tell from this, but like in the next chapter, you'll know. Yeah. They are going to Egghead. So.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, these chapters were absolutely crazy. There's so much to go over.
So much information, dude. Holy
and
shit.
Every week that they were coming out, it was so good.
It was very like... So, Lookiie reads off of his.
Yeah.
I read third party because I read a lot of other stuff as well. But I get my chapters Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, I get mine on Mondays.
Right? And every time I read the chapter, one of our other friends we talk to, he's on point with the spoilers.
Yeah.
And... I'll talk to him like, yo, did you read the chapter? He's like, yeah, I read the chapter. I'm like, yo, Luke, did you read it? I was like, wait, I can't ask you because you read on this. Yeah. I'm not going to put you through the torture of talking about it when you got to wait till Monday. Like, those... But it works out for your schedule, though, right?
Yeah, it is. It works out. Very good, though. These chapters, like, even every chapter since. I think there's only been, like, a few chapters in the last, like, 4 or 5 months that have been, like,
Yeah, actually, yes.
Boring, but just boring in comparison to everything else. That was super hype.
It was just like an info dump in a way.
Yeah, because it was clearly a reboot now. This is like a reigniting of the series.
Yeah, but the way I see it was good info dumping.
Yes.
It was necessary info dumping.
Yes, and now what's good is all the characters that have been built up in the first 1,000 episodes like now they're not like these unattainable figures. Like we are in that realm of people. Like Rayleigh, yeah, like Luffy showing up to fight Rayleigh could happen.
Yeah,
like it could happen.
Shit.
Like, but like if we were to go back 300 or 400 episodes, no, that could not have happened.
Yeah.
But now where we are, yeah, they okay, sure. He may get fucking clobbered, but like they could fight, and everybody would be taking it seriously at this point too, except for Luffy because that's his gimmick.
That's him. That's Luffy.
Yeah,
that's the dude.
So yeah, that's it for a chapter review or chapter discussion.
Chapter discussion.
Yeah,
I think discussion fits a lot better.
Yeah, it was great chapters. Like holy, the bounty reveal, the cross guilds.
We spent a long time on Jinbei, bro. It was great though.
Jinbei's
it was great.
Jinbei's great, bro. Because Jinbei's the newest character, right? Like Jinbei, we haven't talked about it. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should think about.
But we pretty much covered most everything on Jinbei.
Yeah, in this podcast, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So, do you have anything else to talk about? Anything else you want to say?
Not really. Like, obviously, there's a few things I want to talk about it, but it's just like spoilers at this point. Fair. And it's with other chapters or in relation
to other chapters.
Other chapters, and just like it wouldn't make sense to talk about.
No, yeah. Soon enough, we're gonna catch up. We're what? So we're at 1060 now.
1060.
So we're 12 chapters behind. Yeah, 11 chapters behind.
1072, I think, comes out this week.
Yeah, I think it does come out this week.
So 12 chapters.
Yeah, so we're 3 months behind, which is fine.
We do 3 chapters a month, more or less.
Yeah, 3 chapters a month ish. So like, hopefully by the time Gear 5 gets released, animated, we would have been caught up in the manga. So like, hopefully it all works out pretty well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching, for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the bonus episode. Because this one is not going out until not next week, but the week after. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, because I got 2 episodes out this week. So, yeah, we're recording because Anil's going on vacation. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you guys all for all the support. Please make sure to check out the description of whatever you're listening. If you're listening on Spotify, look at the description. There's a link tree. You can follow us on our Discord, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. Like, do it. If you're on YouTube, same thing. If you're on TikTok, same thing. Like, whatever you listen to us on, please follow us on all of our accounts. Join the conversation. That's the main thing. The Discord is going to be the best part because you're going to be right in the conversation with us.
Me, myself, personally, I'm mostly on Discord. Mm-hmm. My Instagram got hacked recently. And to be honest, I have no care in the world to get it back.
Yeah, fair.
Like, I actually uninstalled it.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't care for it.
Yeah. So
Discord is my go-to social.
Yeah, Discord, Twitter, TikTok. Make sure you guys follow those. And,
we'll see you soon.
See you guys next time. Thanks.
See ya.